Hey guys! Hey everybody, it's me Zach, and welcome back to my channel. Today we are finally getting the long-awaited update on the weight loss doctor. I can already tell because I'm filming this the day after what happens because she's already uploaded a new video called Day 1 Again. So here we are. I can only imagine the things that are about to be in this video. I'm honestly, I don't know. I was really not going to do this video. I truly wasn't, but I got a lot of requests to do this. And I guess I want to go into this video acknowledging that at this point, I really recognize that Amberlynn has problems related to her health and her mental health that she really needs professional help from. And that's not for me to give guidance because I'm neither a therapist, a psychiatrist, or any kind of medical doctor. But at this point, it's clear that she is not making any progress on these things. And I think that's why I'm hesitant to really comment at all, especially because at this point, I hope people in the comments, in my comments and her comments, etc., realize that none of this is changing anything, right? At the same time, I still think that there is some level of obligation to fact check her on things that could be misinformation about health and other people's wellness and guiding them down a path like if this is the first video that they've ever seen of Amberlynn's, are they getting the truth here? I really want to focus on let's correct the things that she's lying here because at this point I think we all know that she's struggling a lot with losing weight, with taking care of her health, with committing to a plan, with addressing her mental health problems, and those things worry me, and there's nothing else I can say about them other than I really hope she goes to get the help that she needs. But if she's out here telling some lies, telling some nonsense, I do think it is okay for people to hold her accountable for that. Like, you can't just be out here saying things in front of a group of people, in front of hundreds of thousands of subscribers. I mean, right now it looks like she's at 128,000, which actually, if I remember correctly from the last time I looked, is significantly less subscribers than she had prior, like even just a few days ago. So that's where I'm coming from in this. I really hope that like she proves me wrong, that she could go get some help in those other functions, but I'm gonna strictly address like if she's lying. Okay? Does that sound fair? Can we do that? Can we? Let's jump in. So this video is called The Truth About the Weight Loss Doctor. It is 14 and a half minutes long. I am gonna try something new today where I watch her on 1.5 speed. So hopefully that will at least speed up like her talking, so I don't have to spend as much time on this video, because I have a feeling even with that spent on it, I'm gonna spend more time than I would actually like to give to this video.
Hey guys, so I wanted to talk to you about the weight loss doctor, the program, kind of like how I'm feeling, what I'm doing after the high and the newness of it kind of has worn off. I really want to make this video short, sweet, to the point. I'm going to try my hardest not to ramble, but I do have a lot going on up here, a lot I want to talk about. I feel like I'm totally going to forget everything because I didn't write any notes. Usually I do. I'll write notes in videos where I just have a lot to say, but I didn't do that this time. I'm just going to, go off the whim and really just talk about how I'm feeling. And
go off the whim? Okay, alright. I also, now that I've let it like process, like Homegirl said that now that she's off the high of the weight loss, and like I feel like that, or the weight loss plan, the new plan, and I feel like that speaks so much to the extent of like every time she tries a new weight loss program, it's almost like she does get a high, like she said it herself. And I think that that makes so much sense in terms of the cycle. Like she gets that first initial immediate rush, that immediate high, like everything's gonna be great, and then the second it doesn't go right, she loses it. I mean, we most recently saw this with the Octavia Spencer, the Optimus Prime diet. I can't remember what the damn thing's name is anymore, but you know that diet. She was so excited. She had the high and then she crashed when she realized it wasn't the sunshine and rainbows that she thought it was going to be. This is just so sad because then when she doesn't get that high, she goes and looks to other things like food instead, and it's the cycle. If y'all haven't been watching Amber Lynn for a long time, this is the cycle that she continues to go through day in and out.
And what I'm thinking. So as you guys know, a couple weeks ago, I went to a weight loss doctor. I was so excited.
Yeah.
I was like amped up. I was nervous. But more than anything, I was excited because I was finally going to see someone that could possibly change my life forever. And I was just thinking a lot of positive thoughts, and I was sending myself positive affirmations.
Good.
And I really wanted this to be good for me. I was so like amped and like high off of the thought of finally putting my life and my diet, my food, into someone else's hand instead of my own, because I have failed time and time again.
Well, girl, a weight loss doctor is not just gonna magically snap his fingers and fix you, sis. Like, you still have to do what he says. You still have to follow his general directions. This isn't, he's not a magician. He can't just snap his fingers and make you lose weight. In fact, he said it's going to be a process. If I remember correctly, he said it's going to be a slow process because that's the way I want you to do it healthy. Like, yeah, you are putting your faith in his hands in terms of like you're going there to listen to what he has to say, but like you still had to put in the work, sis.
You guys know that. The thing is, I fail each new diet change.
Yeah.
But I never, ever stop and truly just give up. That is something I will never do. It's kind of like when you first learn how to ride a bike, you keep failing and falling off, and it keeps happening. You keep falling. But what do? You get back on that bike and keep trying. To me, and for me, during this journey, I kind of feel like I'm riding a bike, trying to learn how to ride a bike. I have fallen off this bike more times than I can count. And yeah, I'm a little afraid of getting back on. I am terrified of falling harder and harder each time because it seems like that's what keeps happening. But I still get back on. So for some reason, I thought all of it was out the window. My fear for change was gone, and I was going to do whatever this doctor told me to do.
Yeah.
So I was going in super optimistic through the whole situation. And, when you're on a high and you don't sleep on it, you kind of act kind of manic, or at least for me, I do. I am bipolar. So it was a little bit of a manic situation. I was like, yeah, let's do this thing no matter what he tells me to do, and all this stuff. So I was ready for it. Went to the grocery store. I was going to change my whole life, you guys.
Sis. Girl, I think that those are things, though, that, like, if you know this behavior, then these are things you need to start recognizing. Like, you need to start acknowledging and try to be in the moment with that. It's one thing to just say that you're bipolar, but, like, talk to your therapist about this. Talk to your psychiatrist about this. Like, these are things that you need to take back to them and say, hey, I recognize this pattern of behavior with me. What are some ways that I can triage that behavior? What are some ways that I can see that behavior, acknowledge that behavior, and make a change? Like, I feel like I'm getting preachy about mental health, but like the thing about it is that like, it's one thing to sit there and acknowledge it, and it's another to sit there in the cycle and just be like, well, this is my problem. Like, I just do this. This is what I do. Like, the point of going to therapy and the point of taking medicine and the point of talking to a psychiatrist is that you work through those things, that you acknowledge those behaviors and figure out a way to mitigate those and replace those behaviors with positive behaviors.
I woke up the next day and I was ready to eat the meal plan that he told me to eat. If you guys don't remember, that was 2 eggs, 2 pieces of bacon in the morning. And for my snacks, I was allowed to have beef jerky. For lunch, I was going to have a TV dinner of my choice. And then for dinner, I was going to have a turkey burger or a piece of chicken and some broccoli. See, when I say broccoli, it feels very weird on my mouth. And I'm going to tell you guys why. I'm not saying this is a bad weight loss doctor. He's probably freaking amazing. But I do find some things odd and strange. And I had time to kind of rethink, rehash, and figure out if this is right for me.
What about broccoli is weird and strange to you, sis? I know you said you're going to explain this, but like, this is not computing with me. There's nothing weird and strange about broccoli. I feel like on almost every diet, broccoli is okay. like in terms of like a health journey, broccoli, I can't think of a diet where you're not allowed to eat broccoli. Is this what we're gonna get hung up on today? Is broccoli? And if it is, pick a different vegetable. Didn't your doctor say you could have a meat and veggies for dinner? I just watched this video again because I wanted to make sure I knew what I was talking about when I got here. And I'm pretty sure that's what he said.
See, the thing is, I've had a lot of people contact me and tell me, you know, sometimes the first weight loss doctor you see isn't going to be the right one. Sometimes you don't even need to see a weight loss doctor, you need to see a nutritionist. You know, and all this stuff. And I didn't want to believe it. I was like, no, this is going to be my one and only. I'm so excited. But let me just talk for a minute. So the first thing I found strange is that he didn't think weight loss surgery was right for me.
No, you is a lie. You is a lie. I'm gonna insert the clip right here because you is a lie. In your video, you said that he wanted weight loss surgery for you. You said that he had suggested weight loss surgery.
He did start off by saying, you need weight loss surgery.
What are you talking about? What is... Keep your lies straight. Stay consistent at least, at a minimum. Like, I don't know what the point of lying is here. I guess probably to make you feel like you're making some kind of good decision about checking up the deuces to your weight loss doctor, but sis, do you see what you're doing here?
For someone my size, a lot of people my size, they get told that weight loss surgery is right for you. This is how you're going to save your life.
Girl, you're lying.
But he didn't want to give me weight loss surgery. I had the money.
You're a lie. You are lying. I'm not even kidding you. I'm at my wit's end.
And he still explained to me, he didn't think weight loss surgery was going to make me lose weight. And I was just like, okay. Second thing is this broccoli situation. So we were going back and forth and he was telling me what to eat and he was telling me what kinds of foods I like because he didn't want me to eat things I didn't like, obviously. So he didn't mention anything of fruits and vegetables. Not a single thing.
Girl, you is a lie. Let me put the clip in here too.
So just to put it super easy, he said, do meats, veggies. That's pretty much all you need. I was just like, okay.
You literally said that he told you to eat meat and veggies. Meat and veggies for dinner. That's what you said. So you either were lying then or you're lying now, but either way, you're lying.
And for some reason that shocked me because I feel like a good nutritional diet is to have fruits and vegetables. And I remember because I kept trying to because he kept just talking, it was he talked a lot about himself, which I enjoyed because he was talking a lot about his experiences and stuff, but he kept going off on something else when he was trying to tell me what I was supposed to eat throughout the day. And for some reason, I even said this in the video before, he kept forgetting to tell me about what I should eat for dinners. And so finally, after 3 different times, I was just like, so yeah, you can tell me what I have to eat for dinner. I felt kind of annoying, but that was the thing. That was why I went there. He was supposed to tell me these things. He looked at me. He's like, so what do you think you should eat for dinner? And before I could even say anything back, he was sitting and she was like, I'm thinking chicken. He was like, exactly. Just a piece of meat. You can even go to McDonald's and have cheeseburgers if you want.
You are a lie. Why even say fruits and veggies to begin with? If you're claiming that he said that all you needed was a piece of chicken, you're a lie. You're lying.
Want to just take off the bun, but he wasn't mentioning fruits and vegetables, and for some reason that just surprised me for some reason. So I was like, well, do I have stuff on the side? Do I have veggies or whatever, broccoli? And he was like, yeah, that's fine, but he was like, make sure you don't have a lot of it because it's filled with tons of carbs. And I was just like, okay.
First of all, that's also broccoli is one of the number one things that people eat on keto. Broccoli, cauliflower, those two things, which I think, if I remember correctly, you got some steam fresh bags that had broccoli and cauliflower both in them. Those two things, I know people on keto who eat them all the time. I mean, yeah, if you eat 12 pounds of it, you could have too much carbs, but still, broccoli is fine. What? This is so dumb. This is honestly so dumb. I'm so frustrated. I don't get it.
For some reason, in my gut kind of twisted a bit. You know how when you should trust your instinct, trust your gut and your heart and what that says? I was like, okay, so he'd rather me eat, I'm not saying anything's wrong with bacon and stuff, have that in moderation, of course, but he would rather me eat sodium-filled beef jerky, and he'd rather me go to McDonald's and have a cheeseburger over broccoli.
That is, first of all, sis, you just took a giant leap there. I don't think that he said that you would. You literally said in your last video about the diet that he said if you find yourself out at a restaurant or eating out of the house that you can find a way to make it work in your diet. He's not saying you should always reach for a cheeseburger, sis.
For some reason, that turned me, like in my stomach. It like made me feel weird, but I ignored it because I was ready to listen to everything that he wanted me to do. So he told me to eat exactly what we planned out and not to do anything different. So I was like, okay, that's gonna be easy because that's what I like. I want someone to tell me exactly what I'm supposed to eat.
Okay.
Like, I feel like there's a right and there's a wrong. I asked him, should I log my food somewhere because he wanted me to stay under a carb limit, and he said, no, don't log your food. And in my head, I was like, then how do I know how many carbs I'm staying under? Because he gave me a specific number. And then I was like, well, should I count calories? And he's like, no, don't worry about calories because I don't want you to become obsessive or anything like that. Just follow exactly what I told you to eat. So I was just like, okay. I was really excited not to have to count calories because that is like my least favorite thing to do in like the whole world. It's so overwhelming, but it does the job. I'm gonna be honest. Counting calories is like the number one way of losing weight. So it was...
Girl, if counting calories worked for you, then like, why hasn't it worked yet? Sis, you literally said you were gonna do, I keep using the word literally, and in this case, Amberlynn, I actually mean literally. You literally said that that he told you that you shouldn't count calories because it would overwhelm you. And now what kind of mental gymnastics are you trying to do? You're trying to tell yourself like, oh, well, this same way that I've always failed forever and ever and ever, now it's gonna work all of a sudden because it contradicts what my weight loss doctor is saying. Like, you said you wanted to do whatever he told you to do because you needed the help. Do you understand how infuriating this is?
It was the next day, and I was following plan exactly like he told me to do. And it was about the day was over halfway over. And normally I don't really like eating breakfast. You guys know this about me. So my day was kind of off kilter already because he wanted me to eat breakfast. So I was just following plan.
Man, you don't eat breakfast? You don't eat breakfast? What about that day that you posted your like honest what you eat in a day and you said, I just woke up and here's my eggs and bacon for breakfast?
So here is my first meal. This is usually what I have when I first wake up because it's simple, easy, low calorie, tastes good. And to me, it's not that unhealthy.
Girl, you is a lie.
I was like, okay, I'm gonna do something he told me not to do. I decided to go on MyFitnessPal and I decided to log my food on there. Everything that I was going to eat that day because everything was ready, set, and scheduled to go. And I still had dinner to eat. So I was logging my food, doing my thing, and I was excited. I was like, okay, I could probably eat like this every day. I don't have to eat tons of fruit and veggies. Like, okay, if I could lose weight and not have to eat those, cool. Because I should believe everything a weight loss doctor says, right? See, it sounds like I'm being like rude. I'm really not. This is just like how I feel for me.
You're being obnoxious. He didn't say to not eat vegetables. You said that he told you to eat meat and a veggie. You are such a lie. It's so infuriating. No wonder you've lost like 3,000 subscribers in the past 2 days. Like, no wonder.
So I logged everything, and my sodium was over 4,000 milligrams. I think it was at 4,600. I was about to say 46,000. I'd be dead. Yeah, it was at 4,600 milligrams, and that took me aback, especially because the calories. The calories versus the sodium completely shook me. It was like 720 calories. That was all I was going to eat every single day. And I was like, my eating disorder mind and like everything that's happened to me in the past with like food and like everything just like came rushing back. I started thinking of Octavia and I started thinking of my binge eating disorder, and I was just like, what? 720 calories?
What are you?
It's not even just like, oh, but I can like stop eating that and add more of that to my diet, and you know.
Is that even right? Like, where is my phone? I gotta get this calculator app up because shit's not adding up, sis. 720 calories. First of all, you said that I don't know what the bowls were that you were heating up, but you said that those had to be at least under 400 calories. So let's be generous and say that's 350. 2 eggs is like 120. Did I say 250 or 350? I was gonna say 350. 2 eggs, 120. A few slices of bacon, I don't know, another 100 some calories. Right there, that's 500. A chicken breast, one of those chicken sausage. I know those chicken sausages, like one sausage is like another 100 calories. If not 120, 150. I mean, I'm doing this all off my head. I'm not looking shit up. And then broccoli. And then on top of that, beef jerky, which I'm sure you're eating as often as you can. You're really telling me that only adds up to 700 something calories? Sis, I don't know if I'm buying what you're selling, but even then, even if you're being honest, girl, you're not gonna die from only eating 720 calories. if I'm being quite honest. You're not. You said prior to like putting in all of those calories that you felt like you were gonna be fine. Girl, what is the truth here, sis? What is the truth?
But like higher my calories, I couldn't because he told me distinctively, this is what you're gonna be eating every single day. And I don't know. I want to know. DM me if you want. Is 720 calories every single day? Is that okay for someone? Especially when there's like really no fruits and no vegetables. It's all very like processed.
Girl, there are vegetables. You purchase broccoli for yourself. What do you mean there are no vegetables? You are such a liar. And you were getting ready to say the word processed, and you're sitting here telling me that this chicken sausage that you insisted on getting isn't processed? Girl, just get a chicken breast. I mean, I'm vegetarian, so I don't really advise that. That's not really what I would choose for myself. But get yourself a goddamn chicken breast.
And things like that. It's like a lot of sodium. Is that like okay? So
it doesn't have to be processed.
And they're saying, well, you eat, tons of sodium on a daily basis anyways. You guys, I am trying my hardest to find a sustainable, doable, healthy, nutritious, not malnourished type of lifestyle.
Malnourished too! What? Not malnourished. Girl, can we go over what you ate in a day? I'm gonna show the pictures of what you ate in the day on that one video that I reacted to. Girl, what part of that was nutritious? At least in this one you have broccoli. Jesus. Or whatever vegetables are coming in these microwave meals. Like, you're not making any sense. You're not making any sense here.
If I'm going to be starting a new diet plan and I truly have to like try every single day not to eat the junk that I want to eat and to become a healthier me and lose weight, I don't want to be doing something unhealthy. I thoroughly believe that you should trust your gut, and I have done this so many times. I know, I'm annoying, hate me, I'm sorry, but it's just like this is my life and my journey, and I'm trying to find what is right for me, and I know what's right for me, and it's like staring right at my face. It's just...
Girl, if you knew what was right for you, we wouldn't be sitting here right now in this moment. You would have lost weight a long time ago. That's why people are saying you need to trust a doctor. And now you're throwing this doctor's opinion right out the window.
It's like, pick me. And it's just like, it's so obvious what's right for me. It's so obvious what's right for me.
What is it?
I just have to do it. I know a lot of people are going to be mad at me. A lot of people are going to be upset with me. But I'm not following my doctor's plan anymore. I don't even think I'm ever going to see him again. I don't feel comfortable eating only at 700 calories.
Get out of here.
Over 4
Get out of here.
Grams of sodium. It just doesn't.
You are a lie.
Comfortable. I want to be able to eat vegetables. I personally like vegetables. I mean, I don't eat them every day, but like...
You surely don't. You surely don't. I just showed you in this video where you didn't eat vegetables in a day. So, girl, miss me with that nonsense. You just don't want anything that's going to hold you accountable in any kind of way. You had a vegetable. You had broccoli. You purchased broccoli. You could have eaten that broccoli, sis. You surely could have.
I'm on track and trying to become a better me. Vegetables are key. They make me feel better. I want to be able to have some fruit here and there. Moral of the story, 700 calories, over 4,000 milligrams of sodium. Doesn't make sense. Doesn't add up.
You don't make sense.
It's not right for me. But don't let everyone know.
I've done the math, sis, and you don't add up.
Oh, don't you fret. I have not given up. I'm back on the bicycle, and I'm going to be making a whole other video. Well, I think it's just going to be like part of a vlog or something. And girl, I'm going to be weighing in again because he wanted me to throw away the scale. I'm just like, I'm not. I need to weigh myself. I am...
You do not.
I'm like 40 pounds away from 600 pounds. I need a scale to tell me I am not getting closer to that number. Like, that's what? If you see a weight loss doctor and they tell you things that are just downright, like, not something that you feel in your gut is going to work for you, because trust me, that what he told me to do might work for other people, 100%. But does that work for me?
Girl.
In my journey.
Girl, what is going to work for you? What is the diet that's okay with you eating whatever you want?
No, I don't think it does. and that's okay. You need to find something that works for you, and I hate preaching to the choir when I'm literally like the most worst like influence when it comes to weight loss.
First of all, you're the choir. You're the people. You're the person in the pews that needs to hear something. You don't need to be preaching. First of all, you need to get off the pulpit. So stop preaching, and you need to just go focus on yourself and stop trying to tell other people how to lose weight. You know what? If you don't like a doctor's opinion, you go get a second opinion. That's what you do. You don't just give up and say, I'm not going to talk to a doctor at all. I get it. It happens. There are times for things not related to weight loss where you might not agree with what a doctor is telling you or saying to you, and that's fine. But you know what you don't do? You don't just ignore the health problem and say, I can solve it all by myself.
But again, I don't stop getting on that bike no matter how many times I fall off. And I feel like someone should at least give me credit for that, because I literally turned this whole channel into a mukbang channel, and I could make so much more money than I am now, but I would die a lot sooner. So I'm gonna stop rambling. I told you guys I wasn't gonna ramble, but I just wanted to be honest with you guys, because that is what my channel is about. Honesty, real. This is what's happening in my life regarding my weight and what I'm doing, and it's always gonna be like that. But again, this channel is not just about my weight. It's about everything. Like, I show you guys all kinds of different stuff, and I don't want that ever to end. I just want this to be a lifestyle channel about me, my life, my fur babies, my girlfriend, my family. Like, I can't wait for the day that I visit my family and get to meet them. That'll be kind of cool. Okay, again, I'm rambling. I'm gonna end this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.
Man, did you really just say that, like, we should just give you credit for continuing to get on the bike? Like, yeah, I can give you credit for not giving up. Sure, yes, you can have it. You can have that credit. Now, what are you going to do with that credit? Honestly, tell me. You think I'm supposed to applaud you because you're not doing mukbangs on your channel? Because first of all, you've made plenty of mukbangs on your channel, first of all. So you've already been a mukbang channel before. So, yeah, I'll give you the credit for getting back on the bike. Sure, yes, you have it. Now, what are you going to do with that credit? What are you going to invest that credit in, sis? Because I want a return on my investment. That's what I would like. I'll give you the credit, but I'm going to need you to come back and return what I've invested with interest, okay? I just honestly, at this point, I really feel like I can't be hopeful. I want to be hopeful for you. I truly do. And I know people who think that I'm just like the biggest Amberlynn hater think that like I'm awful and that I don't want to see you succeed. And it couldn't be further from the truth. It truly couldn't. I genuinely, sincerely want you to get better, and I hope you do, and I hope you go figure out what that is for you. I don't know what else to suggest at this point, though. Like, what is there? And honestly, before you're able to lose weight, I think one of the things you're gonna have to address is, like, being honest with yourself and being self-aware. Because this video, this wasn't honest. It's titled Truth About the Weight Loss Doctor. It's not truthful. This isn't the truth. So the first thing I think you're going to need to do before you ever can be successful is be honest with yourself. Truly, I think you just have to be honest with yourself. That's all I got for today. I hope you all enjoyed this video. If you did, as always, make sure to subscribe down below if you haven't already and hit the bell button so you get a notification every single time I post a new video. Also, please make sure to leave me some comments down below. Keep it nice, keep it cute. Thank you. And hit the like button as well. Please make sure to follow me on all of my different social media. And yeah, I guess I'll see you all next time. Bye!